The market pushes higher, then pulls back on CPI as expected. Can the bulls take control? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that in both counts, either bull or bear, we needed another high to give us a fifth wave higher. Then we'd look for a pullback, and that should tell the story, and that's exactly what we saw. The market pushed higher, giving us a fifth wave up, then pull back into support before closing strongly. Now the question is, can the bulls take control? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we had the levels pretty hammered out, and some people took advantage of it today. Now let's jump into the chart and take a look at where we're headed. Okay, guys, so as we talked about yesterday, we needed that push up in wave 5. We finished wave 4, I said around 41.25. They came down to 41.21, which is still valid for wave 4, a little deeper than you'd like to see, but then they pushed up and gave us wave 5. And then they pulled back in 3 waves into this support area where you get your A, B, C down, held support, and closed strongly in what looks like the start of their C wave higher. So what we have so far off of the low is you have an A, B, C up to complete A, an A, B, C down to complete B, and so far wave 1 of C to the upside. What we'd look for from here is a couple of different things. You could see on this pullback a little 4 or 5 to finish up around the 41.68 to 41.81 area, then a pullback in wave 2 of C, and then you would look for 1 of 3 to come back up to this area, 2 of 3, and then the breakout from there. This would coincide with the NASDAQ breakout as well, and they could take the direct route given that the NASDAQ is knocking on the door of that breakout. The alternate would be that the bears are going to try to take this lower, and if that's the case, I don't see it as a direct move to 39.50, as the first move down was very corrective and overlapping. So I would see it as a bigger ABC, where this would be A, B, and then you'd get the C wave down toward the 40.88 to 4100 area, and then you'd start the move higher in C from there. So that is a possibility. Given that this is a corrective structure to the downside, I don't see a heavy follow through to the downside from the bears, but what we could see is a C wave down towards 40.88 or 4100 in that region, and then the start of C higher. But primarily with this strong move up that we got yesterday, I do look for wave 2 and 3 of C to get started. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, as we've been saying for a while now, the NASDAQ is in a much more bullish formation where we have a wave 1 completed with a clean 5 waves up, a clean A, B, C down, a wave 1 of 3 higher, a wave 2 of 3 lower, and wave 3 of 3 knocked on the door of that 13,453 yesterday. That is the top of the pivot, and a move through that does tell us that we're likely headed to a minimum of 13,577, but more likely the 13,702 range before we see a pullback once they do push through the pivot. So that would be the bullish path, is that the NASDAQ could chop around here in the pivot. You see that a lot. You see a lot of resistance in the pivot because it is a strong resistance area, and then you see the breakout to the upside, and that would target the 13,702 area more commonly, but a minimum of the 13,577 area. To the bearish side, if the bulls do fail here, we would look for a bigger C wave down off that expanded B wave to make a flat here down toward the 12,800 area, to complete that flat down at the 12,800 area. Guys, if you love the information I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you right over to our webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans. They both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it, and I want you to become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We just started our training program, and our first course is Elliott Wave for Beginners. It is Elliott Wave the way I teach it and use it, and it does come with both memberships. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. For the bulls, they're looking for a little bit of a pullback here in wave 2 of C and then wave 3 of C to get started in a 1-2 setup, and then a breakout over 41.97 would be confirmation. For the bears, they would be looking to take this lower to the 40.88 area before we see a bounce from there. Over on the NASDAQ, bulls are ready to break out if they can get over 13,453. They would look directly toward 13,702. However, if they cannot, we would look for a flat down to the 12,800 area. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.